Video sponsored by TF2 Easy. With a great variety of games for you to play on this site, use the code Zhain to get a deposit bonus and a free case. Welcome people, the new summer maps got released some days ago, and people has already found funny details on different places. Today as always, we will take a look on what we can find. Let's start with Boardwalk, a map that has been well received, and as you noticed it's the non-festive version of Laughter. Despite this, the map still retains certain details of its counterpart. For example, the bought license plates in the gift shop, the Tunnel of Love where we can find the cute scene of two birds with the Cloud9 effect, or the Hall of Mirrors, that now has finally been repaired, and we can see our character on 3 mirrors. The best thing here is that you can revive the forbidden cosmetic, Big Slappy. On the beach near the red spawn we can see a cow enjoying the view of the map. Do you remember when we could find a reference of the Yautabajama on many community maps? Well, the references are back on both spawns in the shooting minigame. We can hear a speaker. If you listen closely you will hear a peculiar voice line.
You missed that one. Try another.
Let's go to Blowout, another of the selected offshore maps. In the center on the blue building, we will see a frog on a high part of it, observing all the action. And below the capture point, we will find a room with the creator's signature, and a deer jockey, the penguin curiously holding a grenade. On Demolition, we will need to use this command to see a secret message on the capture point. This will show the message trans rights. Very well hidden, and out of bounds we can find the map creators' avatars. On Conifer we can find some interesting things. First of them is this truck. It looks normal, but if you take a look at the number, it can be read as Asgore, that character from Deltarune, that also drives a truck, and invaded the internet for some days. Also we can see some references to Meet the Sniper, for example with those signs we can see on the animation. And finally below the final point, the precipice that will kill our character when touching the water. It's a reference to a zone from Half-Life 1 on the chapter Unforeseen Consequences, where we can this tunnel, that leads to a similar zone of the game. Curiously, this elevator from Half-Life is another reference to the Akira manga that shows us a similar structure, this later being confirmed by a Valve worker. This elevator has served as inspiration for many other franchises, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid and even the Ninja Turtles game. Now TF2 is part of the Akira elevator. Down there, we can see a cardboard crocodile hiding in the dark. We can also find one near this waterfall. I don't remember seeing a crocodile before, so now it will form part of the cardboard wildlife of TF2. Let's go to Pressure. Near the red spawn on this restricted area we can find a seagull plush sitting on a funny position. This is not the only place where we can find those seagulls, and those plushes can be found on this minigame near the blue intelligence. You must shoot all the plushes to win a bread. Each time you destroy the plushes you will get a different type of bread. On Cargo, near the first point you will find this poster of the engineer that also can be found on VSH Distillery, a reference to Saul Goodman. And behind that billboard, we can see a cold chamber that leads to a hidden room. I recommend to turn down the volume. Yes, we will get jumpscared when entering here. A bloody room with skulls on the floor. First time I see an Easter egg like this on a TF2 map. And finally manhole. As you may know maps from this creator tends to hide several miniature trains in some parts of the map. Let's see some of them. Down on the sewers we have a lot of hidden things. First this big dancing rat with the signature of the band, where the mapper plays as the drummer. On that link you can check their albums. Talking about music, near the capture point we can see a concert of rats, dancing at the sound of a xylophone. Their dance looks like the rat dance meme. Near the red spawn we can find a ritual apparently, to summon the rat on the photo. I don't know who could be, but look, there's another train. And finally, beside the red spawn we will see a dumpster with glowing eyes. This is Spamton from Deltarune. that cool character we see on the same place the first time. Personally my favorite secret from this update. Did you find more hidden things or funny references on some maps? Tell us in the comments. Subscribe for more TF2 videos.